So we've got a bit of a change of scenery this morning. The sun's shining, so we're working outside. And today we got this Jag, it's a 2.7 diesel, and the water pump has failed. So as soon as you put water in it, it sprays out everywhere. It empties real quick. So got a new water pump and a new belt to go on it as well. We've gone for an INA pump, which is a good quality one, so we haven't got to worry about it failing straight away like some of the Chinese crap. But anyway, yeah, first job is remove the airbox. We obviously pull the engine cover off, this intake pipe, and then we'll see what we're dealing with. Yeah, let's get cracking. I'll just start with this little intake pipe here. So basically they've got these little clips, pull the centres out, you have to unscrew them. Trick with these is put minimal pressure on them, otherwise the screws don't come out the centre. Let's do that. We pull these out. Three of those. Just prise it up a little bit. Lovely job. Get that out of there. And we've got the airbox. It's got a M6, so a 10mm bolt on the end there. Whip that out. Loose. And we're going to have two plugs. You've got two MAF sensors on this, so one on the top and another one on the bottom. If you can get in there. Oh, they give you loads of room. There you go. Just pull that harness off. Drag that out of the way. So we're going to do this clip here, and someone's kindly put a Jubilee clip on the bottom so we can get that easy. Really difficult doing it with one hand. Right, I'm going to put this down and we'll see you in a minute. Okay, just like that. Got little vac hose on there. That off. We can get this out of the way. Okay, you can see our belt. You can see it's been leaking for some time. It's all baked on the front of the engine. Very nice. So this is the water pump right here. So if we see if it's got much play in it, which has got plenty, far too much. So that is obviously where it's leaking from. That's a fail right there. So first job, before you take the belt off, is you're going to crack these three bolts off, because obviously it's going to hold that wheel, that pulley nice and still for us, so we can crack them off. Then we'll take the belt off, then we'll remove the pulley. Lovely job. Right, now we've cracked them bolts off, what I want to do is remove the header tank. Probably this boost pipe here, just to sort of create some room at the front of the engine. So obviously we want to get on the tension off of this belt, so we can relax that and get the belt off, and then we see exactly what we're doing. When you're pulling this out, there's a little water sensor on the bottom there, so just make sure you pull that plug off instead of pulling the wiring out. Get any more room? So you can see, I managed to get a 3/8 ratchet in the tensioner down there, and then you can lever it down and that will give us enough slack to get the belt off. I've also stuck a rag in there because we don't want to drop any bolts or anything down any boost pipes, because then we're in trouble. So yeah, so if I just push that down, it gives us plenty of slack. There you go. So you can see there that I've got the belt off. I'm just going to pull that out of the way. Obviously it's a good idea to take one or two pictures of the belt just so you remember how it goes back on, because there's quite a lot of pulleys and quite a lot going on down here. Alright, as we already cracked these off, all hand tight. Yes, you can see how much play she's hanging. So anyway, now we've got these bolts that we need to get out. So you've got to be careful with these, because obviously they're steel bolt going into an aluminium casting, so they can corrode and they are known to snap. which we don't want. Well, that's the 3 bolts out. Now this isn't probably going to want to go. Just might have to give it a bit of a love tap with a hammer, but give it a go anyway. Little trusty love tap. There we have it. Nasty. Compared to that shiny new one. Look at that. So as you can see in there, it's a little bit corroded around the edge. So what we want to get is a bit of emery or a bit of Scotch-Brite just to clean it up. Obviously we're going to put the new pump in with a new seal, so we want that to seal up nicely. You don't want any leaks, but it's looking rather nasty in there. Okay, you can see we've got it all nice, lovely and clean, ready for the new pump to go in. So what I like to do is put a little bit of grease just around the O-ring on the pump, and that just helps drive it home without getting pinched on anything. So we'll pop that in, tighten up the bolts. Yeah, and then it's just a case of putting everything back together. So just a thin smear of grease around there, nothing too excessive. Get that baby in there. Wow, lovely job. Okay, so that's the pump back in. Now it's the case of we're just going to lose this belt, put the new one on, put everything back together, fill up with coolant, run it up, make sure there's no air in the system, and then it's a job well done. Love it.